just a quick little video on getting your dash clock installed. First off, you're going to want to take your red power wire and run it right down on the inside in addition to your longer outdoor temperature probe. Second, you're going to reach back in here and loosen this 10mm bolt just slightly, and then we're going to take our ground, slide it in behind this bolt just enough it catches, and then you're going to tighten this back down. This is going to work for your ground. Get that bolt tightened back up. Next, we need to get these wires that we pushed down in here. So we're going to have to go under the dash. The easiest way to get to it is if you come underneath the steering wheel, look down here at the fuse panel, and you can see right up there where both of those wires are coming from. You can see here's our red power wire here that I've already got dropped down, and you can see it follows it back up all the way back up under there. You can reach there. It's kind of tough, but you can get it grabbed, and then you're going to want to pull it down here. All right, now that we got our power wire dropped down here, we just need to go ahead and plug in our Adafuse. These fuse boxes depends a lot on which exact truck you have, make, model. This is an HA4 Town. You might need to take a voltmeter and check some of these. This 15 amp fuse here, this blue one, goes to our radio as well as our 12 volt cigarette lighter plug. This is not switched, so if you plug into here, your clock will stay on all the time, as well as your USB port, so keep that in mind. You can use this fuse here, but if you leave your phone or something plugged in, you can run your battery down. We're actually gonna go over here and grab this 10 amp. Go ahead and get it pulled. Reason I'm pulling this one, it's keyed, so when the ignition is on, it has power. When it's off, it doesn't. This will keep us from running the battery down. We're gonna go ahead then and get this plugged in. We're gonna take our fuse here and just plug it into our Adafuse. You should already have a 5 amp fuse that goes up to our clock and our USB ports. So we're gonna put our existing fuse here. And then we're going to plug it back in here, just in the spot I took it out of. Once again, yours may look a little different. You may need to do some research, as there's so many different versions of these, and figure out which one's the best one to pull. Get this to pop in there, and then plug this guy up. Kind of hard to do one-handed here. And then you're going to slide these two boots over each other just to get a good connection and keep this connection safe. All right, we got this plugged into power, so we're good to go here. For our outdoor temperature sensor, we came down here. Here's this boot. We actually cut a little bitty hole, and you can see there's our temperature sensor wire here. And this is actually our backup camera that we ran, but this is the boot that we went down, cut to go down under the front bumper, and I'll show you how we ran that wire there. So your wire is going to drop down from up in here when you cut that boot. How we routed ours is we dropped this wire down here. You can see the fan. We ran the wire here through this hole here and ended up zip tying it right up here. See there's a pre-existing hole, and we zip tied our grommet here. This keeps the airflow away from the fan, but you're still getting a consistent readout, and it's a good little place to grab it. Anywhere under here is fine. Just any good place where you're not going to have a lot of fan airflow is a good place to mount that sensor. That's just where we ended up placing it. Wherever you want to put it, it works. All right, last step here is we just need to get the clock installed. We've got power ran, we've got our outdoor temperature sensor ran, we got our ground in the back there. So now it's all left is to just go ahead and pop it in. We have our indoor temperature sensor here. If you want to, you can run it down under the dash. We're just going to tuck it back up in here. It's kind of dealer's choice on where you want to run this guy. And then just kind of rock it in here and pop it into place. And there y'all go. All installed, ready to go.